of what we want to do, keep going back to our philosophy is fandom. And, everything we build is all around fun and, and magic. It has been a magical moment to announce the partnership. And, for us, it's also to explore what our fans love and want to see. And I know a lot of our fans out there are always asking, when is this coming? When is that? And just keep going back. Yeah, I mean, I think, and I'm really scared to look at my private message in my Instagram. It's like built up to must be like 6,000 plus. I know a lot of them are now repeating to go, you promise you'll answer me. And I will once I get a moment. We as a company needs to really look at, how viable when we roll these things out. We don't want to really just release Disney character when we at the very early start and facing a lot of issues. And as we fine tune our app and our audience are growing, we will time it right and we'll release things to the point. And as I keep going back, every aspect of our business, we always think 3 to 4 steps ahead. When we take a stand, when we do something, we think about why we're doing it and how we're going to get there and how we achieve things. So, myself and Dan and our executives, we have advisors, help us to achieve that goal. And at the end of the day, it's our fan, and our we like to think every VeVe supporter out there is celebrating together with us in this remarkable announcement. And it certainly has been extremely hard for me to keep it under the lip. Under huge NDA from every franchise from left, right, and center. And before the announcement, there was only less than a handful of people in our organization, including our legals, that knows about the deal, that we are vesting through this agreement and things. So it's been very, very hard. I mean, I'm always enjoy when something remarkable that we can deliver to our fans and come true. And please keep supporting us and celebrate with us. I mean, we've got some great lineup. I mean, just for this weekend alone coming up, the Spider-Man and the zombie Captain America, those are amazing characters. I mean, I was so surprised that we're even going to get those, over the line. I mean, these are Marvel Studio digital collectibles. They're amazing. It's going out of the box. You're not just buying a Captain America, you're getting a zombie Captain America. Yeah. And the creative teams behind it working with us, it's just done a remarkable job. And you will continue to see improvements in our collectible, and we'll continue to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great rundown for people. Now, just a couple of points and questions that I know I'm going to get from people. So you said this deal with Disney has been in the works for quite a while. So I guess first and foremost, people will want to know, how long have we got the partnership for? I mean, multi-year, I'm assuming?
So I've been working on this part, knocking on doors since, I believe, Dan, when did I start visiting up in the Asia region with Disney? I think it was about 2018, mid 2018. And, we got introduced to the Greater Asia team executive and their vice presidents. And slowly, we're moving into the US. And obviously, like everyone knows, the blockchain word, association with crypto, give a lot of these executives, they stand off. They feel maybe they're not there. Their legal don't quite understand it. And I remember going into a number of these meetings in Los Angeles, even in Greater China area. It was a very, very hard to explain why would people want to enter into purchasing these digital collectibles or NFT as we know of. And myself and Dan is one of those, we have that personality and persona, is that we'll just keep pursuing it until we get it. And I think really that's what really got us over the line and demonstrating that we can execute with clever marketing and how to utilize these great characters that you know of to explore new avenues. And at the end of the day, it's not even really about the economic behind it. It's just this is a brand new era that all these brands are moving into. And certainly now with Disney on board, as we have announced, and with all these other larger IP, for me, when I look at the NFT industry and this whole entire digital asset industry is just going to continue to grow. It's going to foster. I mean, everyone is so deeply invested in it. I mean, the amount of phone call, I just want everyone to know, the amount of phone call I got in email of other major tier one brand license want to partner with us after that announcement has just shown us, that this industry is really getting great cemented pillars. And these pillars is just going to be, hardened. And one of the philosophy when I build businesses and in the past and how I think is, like what we're building is we're really building our empire state building type of structure. We're going to have major pillars down there and major brands supporting us from the foundation all the way up to ensure that if anything comes major strike off, we're not going to be vulnerable. And this partnership is a multi-year deal. And, the partnership is just going to foster to be something even more stronger. And, Dan's talked a lot of times about the topic that we keep bringing up is the metaverse. And I think out there in, the last couple of days with the media, with this other, that's the one. I actually think they're called Meta now. They're not Facebook. I don't know. And I was joking with Dan the other day. Maybe we need to change our name to. I originally thought Nana would be a great name, like Nana, Batman. and then I thought maybe we should change to Data. And they are called Meta. We're Data. Metadata. No, just for a bit of laugh. We definitely, a lot of these companies see value in the metaverse. And it just shown that it is one direction that we're going to be moving into. And our audience, the way we react, the way we engage in the future in digital world, it's gonna be very, very different. And I think there's something that Dan is extremely passionate about, and we'll share more. Yeah, but that's me. Enough talking for me. I want to hear what Dan have to say. I'm here to learn.
Absolutely.
I think you pretty much covered it all, Dave. Very emotionally.
Yeah, but I do have to say it's been a remarkable journey working with Dan alongside traveling to see Disney. It was one of those things we thought, oh man, we are a pre-revenue, we are a startup, we pre-live app. It would be extremely difficult for these companies to really understand what we're doing. And, with the persistence of Dan's, and it is a teamwork, there's days that we honestly just think, how are we going to try to convince these companies that they should join in? This is going to be a groundbreaking and changing. And Dan is always very solid to go, well, this is what's going to happen. You guys will wait and see. If you're going to miss out, this is time for you guys to be in. Sure. So that negotiation went for multiple years. It wasn't because NFT was hot and they pick up a phone call and down in New Zealand and call, hey, we saw this white glove thing, we checked it out, and we thought, hey, you're the best partner. This is the guy. You're on point. And the hair is just on point, and we have to do this.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it played out. How much?
Yeah.
How much do you think the Marvel license and the success of that so far fed into the Disney deal, or was it was that kind of a test case, or do you think it was already done?
These organizations, they are owned by one holding entity, but certainly they do run separate. I believe it's pretty unheard of to have to have this many IP all under one roof. I mean, we done a remarkable job to earn these trusts. I think the announcement mentioned that there's Star Wars coming, there's Pixar, there's the Disney Princess line, and obviously we all know we have the Marvel line, and we are going to be adding more into it, and there'll be some sort of surprises coming out. So as a company, I'm definitely very satisfied with the partnership or the deal that we have structured to roll this program out. But overall, I think Marvel definitely have played some part into it, and I do believe that it's very important that these characters have relevance. So even if you're doing amazing revenue in Marvel, it doesn't mean you're just going to get everything else. I mean, because they might not be relevant categories, if you know what I mean. So, and this is quite often in the licensing world. You might be great at making T-shirts and hat, but that character might not best fit for T-shirts and hat or sell as well. So it doesn't mean, Marvel NFT does well that everything else needs to be bundled in, because it might not be relevant to our audience. But, the case that we have done and we have built and demonstrate is that, we want to bring these magic together and these characters all under one roof. And that was something that we were very strong stance on. We will want all these to be bundled up and and give it to your audience, the audience that will love these.
For sure. From a purely collectible point of view, and in your experience, is one of these major IPs more collectible? Are they more sought after? Is it Star Wars or Pixar or
I mean, and this is a great question. I mean, 20 years ago, I started my hobby in stamp collecting. And there's something I'm passionate. And back in the day, when you click stamp, you have butterflies, you have trains, you have sceneries, and then they start bringing out these beautiful, licensed stamps. You start to see, Disney stamps or Star Wars stamp, and I just love them. It just, and this is a way for collectors to interact. But going back to, your question, are they more desirable to collect, or this different way? And I think I mentioned it many times. We want, when I tell Dan, I say, Dan, you're gonna love this, but I don't know what Dan loves or not. It's how the collector learn to love to collect these things. What our collectors probably don't even know, they love collecting NFT because they love collecting specific characters that we bring out. They might love collecting number 8, number 88, or a special edition number of the collectible that we bring. And there's people out there collecting everything that's ultra rare or anything that's machinery, like cars or planes. But with VeVe and with relation to the Disney deal, is that we really believe that Pixar has their own audience. The Disney Princess has been out. I mean, the Mickey Mouse series is obviously one of the longer running cartoon out there. From black and white days now to fully animated. There's a huge fans out there. I mean, I don't know what the number is, but around the world, the Disneyland, Disney World, the attraction is still one of the top, amusement park people visit. Yep. And you can imagine one day these collectibles will be living around those parks as well. That, things that in many years, how the digital will transform, the physical park experience into digital. That it's another layer of things that I really think, it's going to add a lot of more utility value to it.
Yeah.
But what I say, one brand is stronger than the other. I totally believe that, if you love Star Wars, you're just going to love what's going to be coming out. If you love Pixar, regardless what character it is, you're just going to love it because you love the storytelling of that company, what they bring out.
Yeah.
So I think everything we do will be very sought after one way or another.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And as you said, they all bring their own audience and fans. And I mean, if we've learned anything, most of our fans are happy buying Mermacornos, so I'm sure they will be happy buying Disney characters.
Yeah.
I think Alex and I are definitely in the Star Wars camp. For me, that is 100% the brand I'm most excited about. I mean, can you imagine having an AT-AT walk across your room and fire its blasters and interact with its speeder? I mean, yeah, it's going to be so cool.
It is.
I'll tell you a story about me and Dan. We, just to get to understand the brand a lot more, we managed to visit the Star Wars Disneyland, the attraction. And, the night before, we were doing study, we watched all the YouTube, what not to do, what to do. And, we decided to go in the park and clever enough, we thought maybe we do the anti-clockwise, go the opposite direction what everyone does. And obviously we arrived at the new Star Wars camp. And, what not to do, number one is don't buy a Star Wars lightsaber or be part of the workshop. That's what we say, because we talked about it. Once you go in the workshop, you're going to be carrying that lightsaber the whole day. We're going to have problem carrying on the plane, everything. And what do you know? We arrive at it, and these guys dress up in role play, and they come up and they go, "Hey, we have 2 spots there for this lightsaber making class." And surely we put our name on it. For the whole day,
within 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, we had already broken our rule. But it's pretty cool. I look at the lightsaber every day and play with it at least once a month, so I'm still happy with the purchase.